Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on The Morning Show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Hey friend, it's great to have you tuned into The Morning Show today. Here on The Morning Show, you'll hear your favorite Southern gospel music and some of the classics you'll never forget. And now, the hostess of The Morning Show, Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
When you wake up to the storm and all you feel are the waves crashing against your boat, you wonder if anybody remembers you or the journey that you're on. When you feel discouraged from what you see on the news or the events going on around you, well, friend, cut it off. Don't look to the left or to the right. Look up. And when everything inside of you is screaming to be afraid, to accept defeat, or to hand our enemy a victory, well, you need to sing, and then keep singing and sing it some more. For we are God's people. That's just what God's people do. Well, we sing.
He said sing from a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. And sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. He said sing from a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. And sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. When God created living things, He knew we'd need a way to share our fears, our questions, and our dreams. Oh, there were words, but words won't do when joy swells up inside. There simply had to be a better way. When you say sing, from a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. And sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. The birds God sent on flashing wings to fill the sky with song. Put music in the brook and crashing sea.
The wind blew through the threads of grass like fingers through the strings of golden harps that made the meadow sing.
Then he said sing, from a laughing heart just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. You can sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing.
The psalmist said, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations."
Then he said sing, from a laughing heart just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air.
You can sing
When there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing.
Then he of the cornerstone rejected,
how he died and was resurrected.
let them know he alone can save.
By his blood sin is washed away. Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King.
Point to the signs of his returning.
Show the heart of a bride that's yearning.
With great joy, share the news of Christ, coming soon in the eastern sky.
Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Carry the glorious gospel, children, tell everyone you meet. Carry the glorious gospel, children, over the land and sea. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Spread the good news of his salvation, sing and shout it to every nation. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our King. Carry the glorious gospel, children of the Lord our
My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show. We've got about 3 weeks now, 3 weeks from last night, until the Inspirations from Bryson City, North Carolina, make it into Lake Mississippi. We want you to help us get the word out about this. We want you to mark your calendars. We believe it's going to be a special event. We believe God is in this. He is going to use this. And we want to make sure that people know what's going on, know they are invited, know we want them to be there. And we're reaching out for a little help on this. We want you to tell your churches about it, to tell your family about it, to make sure you are there. And if possible, to bring some friends or bring a group with you. Now, this is going to be Thursday, November the 9th. We're going to be talking about it over the next few weeks because it's a pretty big deal. And we're going to be anticipating this intently. If you have not been to Salem Baptist Church, if you've not been to Lake Mississippi, this would be a fantastic opportunity for you to drive down, come be a part, fly out if you need to. I believe it'd be worth it. We'll all have a good time together. This is what we're going to be focused on for the next 3 weeks. We're building it up, aren't we? I hope you're going to help us. I'm glad you're listening to The Morning Show. There's no other place I'd rather be than right here with you, excited about what God has in store.
There've been times that I've been backed up to the wall. There've been times it seemed I would surely fall, when it seemed that there was no escape at all. He made a way for me. He made a way. Just like old Daniel in the hungry lion. lion's den.
My God
delivered me just like he did him.
He made a way.
Just like old Moses standing there beside the sea.
Made a way.
He made a way for me. Now I know there are times when the road will get rough, and all of us feel like at times giving up. But remember, my friends, he knows when we've had enough, and he'll make a way for me.
He made a way.
Just like old Daniel in the hungry lion's den.
My God
delivered me just like he did him.
He made a way.
Just like old Moses standing there beside the sea.
Made a way.
He made a way for me. Well, he made a way.
Just like old Daniel in the hungry lion's den.
He made a
My
way.
God delivered me just like he did him.
He made a
Just
way.
like old Moses standing
There beside the sea. He made a way for me. He made a
just like
way.
old Daniel in the hungry lion's den. My God delivered me just like he did him.
He made a
Just like
way.
old Moses standing
There beside the sea. He made a way. He made a way. Made a way. He made a way. Made a way. He made a way for me. Oh, he made a way.
like old Daniel in the hungry lion's den.
He made a
My
way.
God delivered me just like he did him.
He made a
Just like
way.
old Moses standing
There beside the sea. He made a way. He made a way for me. He made a way.
just like old Daniel in the hungry lion's den.
He made a
My
way.
God delivered me just like he did him.
He made a
Just
way.
like old Moses standing
There beside the sea. He made a way.
He made a way.
He made a way. He made a way. He made a way. He made a way for
It's music, and I just grin every time that intro comes on. I absolutely love that song. It's fantastic. We do have guests today. The Down East Boys have been our featured artist all week long, and owner and lead vocalist Ricky Carden is going to be here not too long from now. He's going to be telling us all about the Down East Boys. I think you're going to find that very interesting. I hope you will stick around to hear Ricky Carden. He'll be here soon. But for now, let's check in with Missy and Tim, better known as Chronicle. We love these guys. This is their latest. It's called Ain't No Grave Situation. Everybody just calm down.
A borrowed tomb, a broken dream. To Mary, that's the way it seemed. Tears fell as she questioned why.
A stone removed, an angel said, I look for him among the dead. He's not here, he is alive.
This ain't no grave situation. We've got the victory. It ain't no grave situation. Hold on and believe. When Jesus splits the eastern sky, the dead in Christ shall rise. It's then we're gonna see this ain't no grave situation.
Ground, we're standing dead. Amazing grace is in the air. It feels so hard to say goodbye.
Don't give up, don't give in. The preacher said it's not the end. We'll meet again on the other side. This ain't no grave situation. We've got the victory. It ain't no grave situation. Hold on and believe. When Jesus splits the eastern sky, the dead in Christ shall rise. It's then we're gonna see this ain't no grave situation. When we face old Jordan, as every person must, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This ain't no grave situation. We've got the victory. It ain't no grave situation. it's then we're gonna see this ain't no grave situation. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna keep me in the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna keep me in the ground. This ain't no grave situation.
This ain't no grave situation.
This is Right Road Quartet, and you're listening to The Morning Show with our friend Natalie.
Give me a mansion surrounded by hills as far as the eye can see. Park in my driveway a shiny new car, the kind with a solid gold key. Give me friends in high places with popular faces, recognized all over town. Well, it sounds like a ball, but I'd still trade it all for this blessed assurance I found. He's my reason for living, completely forgiven. Money can't buy what I feel. I can say without fear, there's nothing down here that compares to this holy thrill. I've given up this world and all that it offers. It's me and the cross till the end. And to tell you the truth, if I had it to do, I'd do it all over again. When I was a young man, I dreamed of successes, climbing the ladder of life. One rung at a time, I reached my ambitions, but they never could satisfy. All my friends said I'd slipped and plunged to the bottom. At night I gave Jesus my all. But if that's the case, then all I can say is I sure have enjoyed the fall. He's my reason for living, completely forgiven. Money can't buy what I feel. I can say without fear, there's nothing down here that compares to this holy thrill. I've given up this world and all that it offers. It's me and the cross till the end. And to tell you the truth, if I had it to do, I'd do it all over again. He is my reason for living, completely forgiven. Money can't buy what I feel. I can say without fear, there's nothing down here that compares to this holy thrill. I've given up this world and all that it offers. It's me and the cross till the end. I will tell you the truth, if I had it to do, I'd do it all over again. Yes, I'll tell you the truth, if I had it to do, I'd do it all over again.
Okay, tonight is the airing of the 54th Annual GMA Dove Awards. Lots of our friends were nominated for Dove Awards. They were at the awards ceremony. I believe it was Tuesday night was actually when it happened. It's going to be airing tonight, so if you will watch it, you'll get to see everybody, see how that turns out. On Monday, right here on the morning show, we will be bringing you a special Dove Awards edition of the show where you will be hearing special interviews straight from the red carpet event itself, and we'll be talking about who won what. We're just going to fill you in on all you need to know from the Dove Awards if you have to miss it tonight. We'll tune in Monday morning and we'll fill you in. Well, here's a quote for you. It's coming from our buddy Shane Roark. He says, "We wouldn't worry so much about what people think of us if we knew how little they really did." How about that? He's right, you know.
Oh, it took me just a half a day to make the cross he'd bear, and the soldiers 15 minutes for the crown of thorns he'd wear. Simon from Cyrene, they made him carry the cross as they marched him to the place of the skull and offered him wine and gall. But Jesus wouldn't take it, as some cried, set him free. Someone turned to me and asked, "Now who do you believe? Do you take him at his word? For it's a double-edged sword. Is he a lunatic, a liar, or the Lord?" Well, my name is Jonas. My trade is nails and men. But this one, oh, is different from any other one of them. With the first spike in his right hand, I looked him in the eye. The guilty ones cry out for shame, but his they did not lie. Was too early for the sunset, yet so dark we could not see. And I heard his voice cry out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" We just cast our lots for his clothes, for none of us were sure. Is he a lunatic, a liar, or the Lord? Gathered in our room, in our sorrow and despair. Mary rushed from the tomb, said, "Our Lord, he is not there." Suddenly he appeared to us with spike marks on his feet, reached out his hands of blood and love, and turned to them and me. He said, "Now who do you believe? Do you take me at my word? For it's a double-edged sword. Am I a lunatic, a liar, or the Lord?" Yes, I take him at his word. He's my shield and sword. No lunatic, no liar. He's my Lord.
music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
You're listening to The Morning Show. And now, with your patriotic point of view, here's Larry Gressett.
Warren Dwayne Cunningham was an American missionary who was the founder of the International Christian Missionary Organization, Youth with a Mission, and the University of the Nations. Cunningham founded YWAM in Switzerland in 1960 with his wife Darlene Cunningham at the age of 24. They resided in Kona, Hawaii, and were members of the YWAM Global Leadership Team. While traveling in the Bahamas in 1956 as a part of a gospel quartet, Cunningham claimed to have experienced a vision. In this vision, he described waves on the shorelines of the continents on a world map, eventually growing bigger and bigger, covering the landmass. He claimed that the waves in this vision changed to young people covering the continents, talking to people about their faith. This vision would inspire the beginning of the Youth with a Mission 4 years later as a movement providing missionary opportunities for Christian youth after high school, regardless of their denomination. Cunningham and his wife continued to have influence on the leadership of YWAM International, holding the title of Founders of the Mission. They were members of the YWAM Global Leadership Team and advisors to the Team 3 leadership of YWAM International. Warren Cunningham died on October 6, 2023, at the age of 88 at his home in Hawaii after a life dedicated to the mission field. I'm Larry Gressett with your patriotic point of view.
The Patriotic Point of View was brought to you by Joe McGee Construction. Joe McGee Construction believes faith is one of God's greatest gifts. Family owned and operated for the past 34 years, Joe McGee Construction is the proud employer of some of Mississippi's best tradesmen. Together we are supporting our communities and working hard to ensure that every commute to work and every ride to school brings us safely home to our loved ones. Valuing faith, family, and the Magnolia State, Joe McGee Construction is building safer roads for a better Mississippi. Joe McGee is my friend, and I thank him for helping us bring you the very best mix of Southern gospel music, along with your patriotic point of view here on The Morning Show. And Selah. If you haven't, you need to just put your seatbelt on if you're driving down the road. You're going to fall in love with this. I have. It's incredible. The name of the song is Still My Praise. You can look it up on YouTube. You can download it wherever you get your music. You're going to like it. I'm warning you. You're going to like it. Here they are.
Been there in the middle of midnight. I've cried a million tears. I prayed for a little bit of daylight, wrestling with my deepest fears. But even in the endless nights, on my darkest days, nothing's gonna steal my praise. I've gone through a barren desert. I've walked through a valley low. I've weathered the storms of sorrow, stumbled down that lonely road. But even in the pouring rain and the winds that rage, nothing's gonna steal my praise. No, no, no.
He is faithful through the fire. He is strong enough to save. He is mighty in my weakness. He redeems and he sustains. He is steady in the chaos when the ground beneath me shakes. And he's never gonna change, no matter what comes my way. Nothing's gonna steal my praise. Nothing's gonna steal my praise.
And not once have I been forsaken, not once have I been alone. I know that he goes before me, I know that he holds my soul. So even when I feel afraid, come on me, nothing's gonna steal my praise.
He is faithful through the fire. He is strong enough to save. He is mighty in my weakness. He redeems and he sustains. He is steady in the chaos when the ground
are strong enough to say, you are mighty in my weakness. You redeem and you sustain. You are steady in the chaos when the ground beneath me shakes. And you're never gonna change, never gonna change, no matter what comes my way. You're never gonna change, never gonna change, no matter what comes my way. You're never gonna change, never gonna change, no matter what comes my way. Nothing's gonna steal my praise. Nothing's gonna steal my praise. Nothing's gonna steal my praise.
Hey everybody, this is Scotty Inman, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Natalie.
My grandpa preached from a trailer bed, had potluck dinner and a Marlboro red, and we'd sing I Saw the Light a couple dozen times. We played hide and seek underneath the stars and drank grandma's tea out of mason jars. I didn't need those city lights, it was just our way of life. Well, I was raised on it, it's where I call home. I made my way on it, and it's the only thing I know. It's in my bones, it's in my blood, it's in my roots down in the mud. And it's a redneck church choir singing, holy, holy, holy. It's in my jeans, it's in my boots, it's in the way that spirit moves. In a part-time sinner, I wanna be apostle, raised on Southern gospel. Saved 4 summers for a new used truck, had a first date mixtape all queued up, and I shook her daddy's hand and showed him I'm the kind of man that was raised on it. And it's the only thing I know. It's in my bones, it's in my blood, it's in my roots down in the mud. And it's a redneck church choir singing, holy, holy, holy. It's in my jeans, it's in my boots, it's in the way that spirit moves. In a part-time sinner, I wanna be apostle, raised on Southern gospel. Well, I was raised on it, it's where I call home. I made my way on it, and it's the only thing I know. It's in my bones, it's in my blood, it's in my roots down in the mud. And it's a redneck church choir singing, holy, holy, holy. It's in my jeans, it's in my boots, it's in the way that spirit moves. In a part-time sinner, I wanna be apostle, raised on Southern gospel. Oh, it's in my bones, it's in my blood, it's in my roots down in the mud, raised on Southern gospel.
All right, this is going to be valuable for someone, whether they admit it or not. How do you know if you're trying to do too much? Well, here are 4 ways to know for sure. If you have taken on too big a load and you need to let something go. Number 1, do you blame others for your frustration or for your problems? Well, if so, Maybe you're trying to do too much. Blaming others for your problems is a human tendency. It's our nature, actually. It's really our way of trying to be in control of a situation, but the best way to be in control of a situation is to not have more than you can handle. Next, you may be trying to do too much if you feel resentment while serving others. You're doing it. You're getting it all done. Nothing is going by the wayside, but you are beginning to resent everyone around you for what you're having to do. Well, maybe you're doing more than you're supposed to do. So it's okay to let some things go. Next, you may be doing too much if you are experiencing self-pity. It happens. It happens to the very best of us, but it's a sign that we have taken on too much responsibility, more than God ever asked us to take on. So if we're feeling sorry for ourselves quite often, then maybe we should let some things go. And last but not least, you may be trying to do too much if you're becoming angry at God, because maybe you're trying to do more than God ever asked you to do. My. Maybe you ought to let some things go. What do you say? Here's tribute.
The soul of man is like a ship that sails on the sea of time. The storms have come and the winds have blown and rocked this ship of mine. But the reason my ship has never sank, and today it's still afloat, my compass is His precious word, and Jesus pilots my boat. I won't sail the stormy seas no more, lest Jesus leads the way. I won't ever drift so far from shore, I can't hear what He has to say. For I belong to a fleet that's sailing today on a glorious one-way trip. We'll land safely on shore to sail no more, for Jesus pilots my ship. My soul pulled into safety's port, my stern was torn apart. The bow of my vessel was badly crushed, since the waters flooded my heart. I had drifted so long on life's angry waves, with my cargo of fear and despair. Then I called on His name and He lifted the plane. Now He pilots my ship everywhere. Oh, I won't sail the stormy seas no more, lest Jesus leads the way. I won't ever drift so far from shore, I can't hear what He has to say. For I belong to a fleet that's sailing today on a glorious one-way trip. We'll land safely on shore to sail no more, for Jesus pilots my ship. I won't sail the stormy seas no more, lest Jesus leads the way. I won't ever drift so far from shore, I can't hear what He has to say. For I belong to a fleet that's sailing today on a glorious one-way trip. We'll land safely on shore to sail no more, for Jesus pilots my ship. lost my ship.
Everywhere we look, we see people who are hurting. Tried everything, but none of it is working. Satan's got them in the dark, lost as they can be. Maybe you're the lighthouse they were meant to see. You don't have to be a singer or a preacher. God needs all of us to be a soul reacher. In every situation, someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can even feel like life ain't even fair, but maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there, so you can be a blessing to somebody. That's the reason God needs ministers in every situation. Somebody working on that old assembly line. There's somebody crying, though they say that they are fine. The doctor or the teacher or the lady at the store. Someone who is never walking through the church's door. Tell them about the Lord and all the things that He can do. Take your witness with you, don't leave it on the pew. 'Cause God needs ministers in every situation. Someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can't even feel like life ain't even fair, but maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there, so you can be a blessing to somebody. That's the reason God needs ministers in every situation. Someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can't even feel like life ain't even fair, but maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there, so you can be a blessing to somebody. That's the reason God needs ministers in every situation. Oh, so you can be a blessing to somebody. That's the reason God needs ministers in every situation.
Okay, have you heard the new song from Brandon Lake? It's called Coat of Many Colors. Over at Hometown Roots in Sebastopol, Mississippi. Hey, I have been over there myself just recently. When I tell you they have Christmas ornaments, they have Christmas ornaments. They have them galore. They are absolutely beautiful and they are affordable. So if you are already in the Christmas mood, you need to head on over to Hometown Roots, check out the Christmas ornaments, all the Christmas decorations, and they have the willow tree Christmas scenes available there in the store. You can look at them, you can see them, you can take one home. They have lots of fall decor arrangements, grapevine wreaths. You need one for your front door, you know you do. And their number one seller is the Diva washing detergent made by the Tyler Candle Company. It's in stock right now at Hometown Roots, and they have lots of candles there. I saw it all myself. If you haven't been, you've got to go. Right there on Highway 21, downtown Sebastopol, the prettiest building in town. Hometown Roots, that's just the place to be. Kitty Ladner and all the good folks.
They tell me of a land, a wonderful place where Jesus shows his smiling face, and they tell me that there is no night. They tell me that the heart will nevermore sigh, nobody there will ever die, and the saints of God will walk in white. They tell me of a river where the healing waters flow. They tell me of a city where pretty flowers grow. They tell me of a place where comes no sorrow, yonder in the land of God's tomorrow. This I know, it makes me wanna go, it makes me wanna go. They tell me all the streets are paved with gold like John foresaw in days of old, and they tell me that there is no night. sorrow yonder in the land of God's tomorrow. This I know, it makes me wanna go, it makes me wanna go. They tell me in that home above we'll walk and talk in perfect love, and they tell me that there is no night. They tell me that we'll have no burdens to bear, for sin can never enter there, and the saints of God will walk in white. They tell me of the river where the healing waters flow. They tell me of a city, of a city where pretty flowers grow. They tell me of a place where comes no sorrow, yonder in the land of God's tomorrow. This I know, it makes me wanna go, it makes me wanna go.
We're glad you're listening this morning to The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons. Stay tuned. The best is yet to come.
There was a time not so long ago I had lost all hope within. There was a night I felt so alone, but I felt the arms of my best friend. And if you've lived through a night like mine, you know it feels so good to be free. So let's stand together and we'll testify to the one who gives the victory. Oh, if you're thankful that he saved you, and when you asked him he forgave you, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're looking up to heaven and you're thinking about forever, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're gonna be there shouting worthy is the Lamb, say yes I am. So many wounded walking through this world, and they're wondering, is this all there is? So many hopeless that have never heard of the happiness that Jesus gives. If you got a story of his saving power, then you just can't keep it to yourself. No, it'll be so easy, you can start right now, sing along with everybody else. Yeah, if you're thankful that he saved you, and when you asked him he forgave you, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're looking up to heaven and you're thinking about forever, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're gonna be there shouting worthy is the Lamb, say yes I am. I'm gonna be in that number of the millions who have made it by his grace. If you're gonna join in that chorus when the saints are gathered on that day, let me hear you say, if you're thankful that he saved you, when you asked him he forgave you, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're looking up to heaven and you're thinking about forever, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're thankful that he saved you, when you asked him he forgave you, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're looking up to heaven and you're thinking about forever, say yes I am, yes I am. If you're gonna be there shouting worthy is the Lamb, say yes I am, say yes I am.
All right, right after this, Ricky Carton, our special guest from the Down East Boys. He's going to be right here on the morning show. Don't miss Ricky.
There's a long black train coming down the out for souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the skies. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth the pain. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. Well, I can hear the whistle from a mile away. It sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. I said cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black train. That devil's driving that long black train.
My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show. Our featured artist this week has been the Down East Boys, and although the group has been in the limelight for going on about 40 years now almost, their music has never been more relevant or their name any more popular than it is right now. We have with us this morning the owner, the manager, and the lead vocalist of the group, Mr. Ricky Carden. Good morning, Ricky. Welcome to The Morning Show.
Good morning, and hey, that's a great opening. I do appreciate those kind comments. That's awesome. It's good to be with you. Hope everybody's doing well.
Well, groups like the Down East Boys make it super easy to come up with something nice to say. We've been trying to do this for a while, Ricky. About, well, close to 2 years now we've been wanting to have you guys on the show, but better late than never, right?
Hey, I'm glad to be a part. I know I've seen you on the internet and with Facebook and all, and I know you're doing well, and I got a lot of listeners. And you know what? I love this music, and anybody who wants to be a part of it and help promote it and get the word out for these great songs that we have from all the artists. I'm always excited about that. So I know your show's doing great, and glad to have you as a part of the industry. And you know, you're just bubbly. You're all the time talking and having a good time, and that's what we need. I believe the Lord gives us joy, and you sure do show that for sure.
I appreciate that, Ricky. We are all on the same team, and we kind of find it our job to cheer you guys on. That's what we want to do, is be your cheerleaders. So we can do that, right?
Absolutely. You're doing great at it. I appreciate it.
Look, my memories and connections to the Down East Boys go back well over 3 decades now, and I'm telling my age when I say that, but it's the truth. They first stole my heart way back a long time ago with a song called Beautiful Valley. That was a great song, wasn't it, Ricky?
That was a great song, and you know what? It came out in I think it was 89 is when the song actually came out. I joined the group in 1990 in May, and the song was riding high at that point. And it ended up staying on the actual Singing News Top 40 chart for, I think my recollection is 10 or 11 months
I think so.
straight. And unbelievable for a song, you know, to have that kind of run. And I think that's why it's still a song that's requested, because once a song is played that many times and that long, it becomes what I call a true hit. I mean, people remember that for years to come. And we still get requests for it every week. Somebody says, hey, can you do Beautiful Valley? Or, hey, we remember Beautiful Valley. We love the song. And so it definitely was a song that catapulted us to a different place. And thankful for a great song. Marcia Henry wrote a great song when she wrote that.
I know you guys re-recorded that back a few years ago. I was wondering if you still sing it in your concerts, but if people are still asking for it, I guess you do.
Oh, yeah, we still we have it, you know, I don't put it in the program every night. You're trying to do all of the newer songs, and, you know, anytime you do a new release, you have to get that out. But we still have it, and, you know, probably once a weekend, if not once a weekend, at least every other week, we include that somewhere somebody asks for it. So it's awesome to know the song is still impacting people 30 years later. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I normally start off something like this with a peppy, upbeat song, but you know, since we're talking about this, and it was my first love of the Down East Boys was Beautiful Valley. Do you care if we just stop and play it? I think it would be very appropriate, wouldn't you?
Let's play Beautiful Valley. Here's a great song. If you never heard it, listen to a wonderful lyric.
This beautiful valley that he's put me in, I'm learning to trust and draw strength from him. I'll not despise the lessons he gives, for in this beautiful valley I'm learning to live. The shadows around can't hide the sun or hold back the dawning of a new day to come. Walking beside me, it's Jesus, God's Son, and He'll ever be with me till the testing is done. In this beautiful valley that He's put me in, I'm learning to trust and draw strength from him. I'll not despise the lessons he gives, for in this beautiful valley I'm learning to live. When there's a lesson for learning, he'll take you aside to walk down in the valley is where we learn to live in this beautiful valley that He's put me in. I'm learning to trust and draw strength from Him. I'll not despise the lessons He gives, for in this beautiful valley I'm learning to live. I'll not despise the lessons He gives, for in this beautiful valley I'm learning to live.
All right, we are back with our featured artist of the week. Ricky Carden has taken time out of an early, very busy and very early Friday morning here. We've been celebrating the Down East Boys all week long. And Ricky, I wanted to ask you this. And you guys have been doing this a long time. I mean, decades you've been doing it. And the group has always been successful. But there was a spot about 4 or 5 years ago, recently, in recent years, that the group just took a turn, went straight to the top, one number one song after another. I think you've had 5 now. One amazing project after another. You truly became a fan favorite. And I've seen that the last couple of years I've been at the National Quartet Convention. The Down East Boys can come out on that stage and people just go crazy. Ricky, what happened? Did you just find your groove? Did you just find a formula? What happened?
I've had so many people ask that question, and I wish I had an answer for you. We didn't do anything any different than we have over the last 30 years. You know, I joined the group in 1990 and took over management in 94. Of course, there were some years of learning and some years of transition because we went from a quartet back to a trio, trying to save money and just trying to keep everything alive and get going. And so, but boy, we came out with that record with Beat Up Bible. Something changed. I don't know what I can tell. My wife just says God's faithfulness. God will be faithful to us and He'll bless us.
He showed
It's not in
faith.
our time. Yeah, and it's not in our timing. And so I think He just said, hey, these guys are doing it the right way, and they're blessing people, and I'm gonna bless them. That's the only thing I can tell you. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I think that's just it. God's just blessing, and we're just trying to stay out of the way and let Him do that.
Well, the Down East Boys were consistently faithful for a long time. They just kept doing what they do, and I think God blessed that. He blesses faithfulness.
Absolutely, He does. And, I tell young people, I actually had some groups come up at convention, and they were talking about, what can we do and what do we do to get here or there. And I said, you know what, your goal should be to walk out on stage and consistently share the message that God's given you. And if you'll do that, He'll give you places to sing, and He'll give you favor, and the rest will come. You do what you believe He's calling you to do. And if it's a true calling and He wants you in Colorado, or if He wants you in California, or if He wants you in Canada, wherever it is, you go, and God will bless that. And I believe for 30 years that's been what we've done here, and God's just blessing that.
We've seen it. We've watched it from afar. You guys just keep going further and further. You're on the Sunlight label over there at Crossroads Music. I'm sure that's a joy to be with that caliber of talent over there. You're with the Becky Simmons Agency. Nobody can do it like Becky Simmons can do it.
Nobody can do it like Becky, I promise you.
She has your back, doesn't she? She's going to take care of it.
Becky is my friend, for sure. She, you know, she's my right arm, and anything I need out here on the road or when I'm home, you know, I know she's taking care of her end of things, and it's great to have that. We had never had that before, so it's awesome to have a teammate like that, and boy, she is definitely a teammate.
Yeah, she's a good one to have. You guys have sung at the National Quartet Convention many, many, many times. Silver Dollar City, Dollywood. You've been at the Ark Encounter, the Memphis Quartet Show, singing in the sun, singing at the Sea Cruise. Anywhere anything is happening, that's where you can find the Down East Boys. They've been our featured artists all week long. Here's a hit, a recent hit. You've heard it many, many times on this show. Here's Celebration at the Empty Grave.
I hear there's talk all over town. Something big is going down. A marvel everybody wants to see. They've heard about an empty tomb. They're wondering, could this be true? And if it is, what does this really mean? So they come from every walk of life just to catch a glimpse inside, unaware they'll never be the same. Once you've seen the living proof and realize what God can do, that tune becomes a hallelujah praise. Well, let's go celebrate at that empty grave. Let's stand in awe because of all he is. He's alive and well. His story's mine to tell. Our Lord is great and greatly to be praised. So we stand here amazed as we join the celebration at the empty grave. I see them there with hearts of thanks for the changes he has made, the healed, the whole, the broken now restored. Our fear has been replaced by peace. Hope is our resounding theme that echoes from the place that held our Lord. So let's go celebrate at that empty grave. Let's stand in awe because of all he is. He's alive and well. His story's mine to tell. Our Lord is great and greatly to be praised. So we stand here amazed as we join the celebration at the empty grave. Let's go celebrate at that empty grave. Let's stand in awe because of all he is. He's alive and well. His story's mine to tell. Our Lord is great and greatly to be praised. The celebration at the empty grave. So we stand here amazed as we join the celebration at the empty grave.
All right, we're back with our featured artist of the week, the Down East Boys. We have the owner, the manager, the lead vocalist, everything that you need. He's right here, Ricky Carden. Anything Down East Boys, he is in charge of it. He is in control. He keeps these guys together. Ricky, I did want to just point out the guys in the group. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know anybody but you. I met you over 30 years ago, but I don't know Doug.
Right.
Doug Pittman, Daryl. Is it Pascal? Is he any
Yeah, it's Caden Howell is the baritone singer. He came.
So we've changed. We've changed.
Yeah,
Okay. Glad we talked about this.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
what about the little UTEC boy? Is he still there?
Oh yeah, he's still here, and what he's something else. I'll say, here's this little guy that's 4 foot, seems like 4 foot tall when you stand beside of him, and he sings some of the biggest bass notes you'll ever hear. So it's amazing to me to watch him every night. But he's here. Caden Howell sings the baritone, and Caden is from Boonville, Mississippi, and only 22 years old. The kid's doing a fantastic job.
Wow. We need to
he was nominated as one of the top 10 young artists, and Alex was nominated as one of the top 10 bass. So it's good to see young people out here with us that are still loving this music and can carry it on into the future. And Doug Pittman, one of the best tenor singers going. Doug's been here for 8 years and just does a fantastic job. Many of the songs you've been playing over the last 4 or 5 years, are some form of a feature for Doug. What Love, our latest Love Worth Dying For, a powerful song, and it's doing so well. He sings that. I'd Like to Tell It Again. So some really good songs coming from that anchor spot down there with the tenor, and Doug does a great job.
Yeah. And I don't know why I'm behind on Caden. I'm going to get caught up on that. And I saw his name listed in the nominations. I just didn't realize he was with you. So I'm going to get all of that fixed. Listen, you mentioned I'd Like to Tell It Again. I believe that's my all-time favorite Down East Boys song. That's
wow.
That'd be my favorite. I love that one.
You know what? It came to us from Chris Allman. And, of course, Chris being with Greater Vision, another great tenor singer. And Chris is from close to where I grew up and live still today. He's from Burlington, North Carolina. And so we've known each other a long, long time. And Chris came up and said, hey, I wrote this song. Take it home, listen to it, see what you think. And as soon as I played it for Doug, he said, can I sing that one? And I knew immediately it had rung a bell with him. And we put it on that recording with so many great songs, Beat Up Bible, Testimony Time, that were number ones. We sent this out. We didn't know what it would do. And then the song shot right up the chart to a number one. And I think it's a great message that we all need to hear. We need to be challenged to keep telling the story of Jesus again and again and again. Every day, somebody needs to hear that message of the difference he can make in a life. And so, that's what we all do, right? You're playing it on the radio. We're out here singing it, and preachers are preaching it. And all of our lay people, we need to be doing that every day, sharing the love of Christ. And it's a challenging song.
We can't get enough of it. We still, years later, after it's released, after it's on the charts, we're still playing it. We're still playing
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
And
so let's play a great song.
Let's do it. Here it is, the Down East Boys. We just want to tell it one more time. Let's do it.
Born in a stable in low Bethlehem, the angels announced he'd be given to men. A gift from above, a promise fulfilled. Messiah had come to redeem all the world. I'm sure by now you've heard about a man who left everything to give all that he had. I'm sure you've been told how the Lord loved you so much that he carried a cross up a hill just to show us he cares. I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard that he takes away sin. I'm sure you've heard about him, but I'd like to tell it again. Sentenced to die for the sins of us all. Love held him there on a terrible cross. He laid in a tomb, but just for a while. He rose, now he sits with the Father on high. I'm sure by now you've heard about a man who left everything to give all that he had. I'm sure you've been told how the Lord loved you so much that he carried a cross
up a hill just to show us he cares. I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard that he takes away sin. I'm sure you've heard about him, but I'd like to tell it again. I'm sure by now you've heard about a man who left everything to give all that he had. I'm sure you've been told how the Lord loved you so much that he carried a cross up a hill just to show us he cares. I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard that he takes away sin. I'm sure you've heard about him, but I'd like to tell it again. Yes, I'm sure you've heard about him, but I'd like to tell it again.
Ricky, I really wanted to get to that new single, Love Worth Dying For, but I promise you we're playing it. We're playing it an awful lot. We love the song, and I want to say one more thing. We want all of our listeners to go out to your website. It's super easy to remember, downeastboys.com. And if you'll go to that website, you can get the brand new CD. It's just been out this year. I don't know exactly how many months, but
it came out this year. That's right.
And I think it's the only place you can get it. I've looked like YouTube, Apple Music, things like that. I don't see it out there. So if you want this CD, it's got some great songs on it, 6 great songs. We want them to go out to the website and order this CD, right, Ricky?
I'd love for them to order the CD. You know, I tell them, of course, we're available on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify under Down East Boys Quartet. But you know what? When folks stream in music, it does help us. But you're talking about a very minute amount. I think it's a penny a play now or something like that. So it's not a lot to keep a ministry on the road. So when you go see the groups, when you want to support the groups, I always say taking that physical piece of product home always makes a difference in the group and them being on the road. So the folks can go to our website, downeastboys.com. They can order the brand new project, and it's called There's a Song for That. And Celebration at an Empty Grave, which was a #1 for us, and also Love Worth Dying For is on there, and you've been playing both of those. So I hope the folks will run to the website and pick that up. And also our schedule is there, so they can follow us and see where we're going to be, when we're coming to your area, and come out and be with us.
All right, do that. Go like them on the Facebook. You can keep up with everything. Hey, Ricky, you and all the Down East Boys have a friend on the morning show. I hope you won't forget that.
You are awesome, and I thank you for working us in here. And you and I have been trying to get this together for a while, and it's a pleasure to be with you and your listeners. And, hey, we look forward to many great years of you playing the music, and we're going to keep singing as long as we can. And anytime you need us, we're here.
Thanks, Ricky. We'll catch up later. Appreciate you.
Bless you.
Egypt was once my home, I was a slave. Helpless in sin did roam, love life did reign. But when I looked up to heaven's dome, Christ came to save. I'm living in Canaan now. Well, I'm living on Canaan's side, Egypt behind. Crossed over Jordan wide, gladness to find. My soul is satisfied, no longer I am blind. Living with Jesus up in Canaan right now. Satan may have you bound with fetters strong. Look up to higher grounds, will not be long. Your Christ the Savior, your soul is found. You'll sing this song, I'm living in Canaan now. Well, I'm living on Canaan's side, Egypt behind. Crossed over Jordan wide, gladness to find. My soul is satisfied, no longer I am blind. Living with Jesus up in Canaan right now. Well, I'm living on Canaan's side, Egypt behind. Crossed over Jordan wide, gladness to find. My soul is satisfied,
Music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of our Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of our Lord. While I was sleeping, somebody touched me. While I was sleeping, somebody touched me. While I was sleeping, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of our Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of our Lord. Glory, 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 somebody touched me. Glory, 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 somebody touched me. Glory, 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 somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of our Lord.
I feel it in the room. Somebody needs a breakthrough. Somebody needs their mountain to be moved. I feel it in the room. Somebody here is desperate. Somebody needs what only He can do. For there to be a way where there hasn't been a way. For something here to break and nothing stays the same. Somebody testify of everything He's done. Somebody prophesy every good thing that's to come. Somebody shout the name. It shifts the atmosphere. Oh, if you know He's good and He will do it. Somebody testify. Ooh. I feel it in the room. Something in the spirit. Somebody's walking out completely healed. I feel it in my bones. Somebody's fear is leaving. Somebody's empty hands are being filled. For faith has made a way where there hasn't been a way. Somebody testify of everything He's done. Somebody prophesy every good thing that's to come. Somebody shout the name. It shifts the atmosphere. Oh, if you know He's good and He will do it. Somebody testify. This is how we overcome. By the power of the blood
Okay, the Down East Boys have been our featured artist all week long. We've been honoring these guys, celebrating these guys, highlighting these guys, and it just so happens that the Down East Boys are coming right here to Central Mississippi. Well, not too far from Lake Meridian, Mississippi, which is just right down the road. They are coming November the 2nd to Family Fish Camp on Benville-Causeyville Road in Meridian, Mississippi. Now, this is a fish camp. You're going to get a meal. You're going to get a concert. You have to have a ticket. You can't just show up. You have to plan in advance to go to this event. To get your meal, to hear the Down East Boys, it's November the 2nd. The doors will open at 5 o'clock. You can eat. The concert will be at 6:30, and it's $25. Now, with that, you're going to get a meal and you're going to get a concert. So it just makes sense to me. It's just common sense. You about can't eat a meal for $25. So you're going to get a meal, you're going to get the concert, but you just have to plan in advance for this, and you have to get you a ticket. You also, if you buy 10 tickets, you get one free. So the best thing to do would be get a group together. Take a whole group down there, and then you're going to get a discount. So this is going to be at Family Fish Camp by the Creoles, is what this says. I'm not familiar with it, but you can Google it. Nowadays, we Google everything, right? But it's in Meridian. That's not far from here on November the 2nd. So that's what you need to know, Family Fish Camp. We'll try to find out a little bit more about it. But if you'd like to experience the Down East Boys in person, you will have an opportunity. We appreciate Richard Ferguson for getting us this information. There you go.
Come on, it's not too far. Let's get on down to the river. Bouncing off the bottom, Lord, drowning in despair. Used to think there was no satisfaction anywhere. Now I'm walking every day, big smile on my face. Everybody's asking me where I found that state of grace. And where you been? Down, are you gone again? What you gonna do then? Get on my knees and pray. Gonna talk it out. What it's all about. Not a shadow of a doubt. Thank you, Lord, I'm saved. Take a little trip. Everyone around the world, no matter who they be, men and women, boys and girls, sinners just like me. Rich, poor, and hypocrites all benefit the same. Make the trip, take the dip. Brother, you'll be glad you came. And where you been? Are you going again? What you gonna do then? Get on my knees and pray. Gonna talk it out. What it's all about. Not a shadow of a doubt. Thank you, Lord, I'm saved. Come on now. Let's go way down. You may have a high or low opinion of yourself, but either way, don't think that you're above nobody else. There's all kinds of right and wrong that we're all gonna do. Just keep in mind there comes a time when it'll be asked of you. Where you been? Are you going again? What you gonna do then? Get on my knees and pray. Gonna talk it out. What it's all about. Not a shadow of a doubt. Thank you, Lord, I'm saved. Where you been? Are you going again?
That's when things are looking up for the church. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. When God's final prophecy has been fulfilled. Or when that one last sinner makes the angels cheer. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. We have said goodbye to family and friends we've known. Their bodies lie beneath the sod to sleep alone. But they'll awake on some sweet day where tears won't flood our eyes. With our Lord we'll meet again. The church will rise. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. When God's final prophecy has been fulfilled. Or when that one last sinner makes the angels cheer. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. When God's final prophecy has been fulfilled. Or when that one last sinner makes the angels cheer. When there's nothing left but leaving, we're out of here. We're out of
I want to say a few words about Star C Sweets. We had the big release party this past week. You know all about that. It was terrific. It would not have been what it was without Star C Sweets, Heather Compton, and all of their help and contribution. You should have just seen the fruit table that they provided for the reception. It was beautiful. It was elaborate. It was gorgeous. And everybody had something to say about that fruit table, the beautiful arrangement that Heather Compton made. And the fruit was delicious, of course. So we want to just send out a special thanks to Heather Compton and Star C Sweets Catering for helping to make our event special and for just making it a whole lot easier on my part. That's what you need to do. When you have something coming up, you need to reach out to Heather Compton, 601-900-0214. You can send them a message on the fake book. It's super easy. Let them help you and simplify your life, simplify the event. You can sit back and enjoy it. Let them do all the work. Star C Sweets, they help bring you the morning show every single day. Let them know you heard about them right here on the morning show.
I hear the sound of angels from across the distant hills. I hear them calling me away. And old friends now are gathered outside my mansion door. I can almost feel the earth start to fall away. So I made my reservation for my final destination. And I'm changing my location to a mansion in the sky. Gonna wear me some new clothes, like a shiny white robe. Walk around in new shoes, getting ready to move, ready to move. Now the marriage supper's ready. They bid me come and dine. Gonna sit right down at the table with harp to play. I can hardly wait to hear the angels sing. So I made my reservation for my final destination, and I'm changing my location to a mansion in the sky. Gonna wear me some new clothes, like a shiny white robe. Walk around in new shoes, getting ready to move, ready to move. Oh, I've made my reservation for my final destination, and I'm changing my location to a mansion in the sky. Gonna wear me some new clothes, like a shiny white robe. Walk around in new shoes, getting ready to move, ready to move.
Come on, lift your hands. Yes, you are. The sun was darkened and the heavens thundered, and for a moment death had thought it had conquered. But it wasn't over till you said it's over. Your word is greater still. The perfect sacrifice, your body broken, as you restore to us what sin had stolen. Once and for all, you tore the veil wide open. Your power is stronger still. All praise to the name above all names. Jesus, you reign, 'cause you're the name above all names. Yes, you are. You turn the grave into a new beginning. Our God is risen, you're alive and breathing. There's nothing that can rise against your victory. Your name is higher still. Your name is higher. Your name is higher still. And all praise to the name above all names. That's Jesus. You reign. You are the name above all names. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There's no name higher. There is no name greater. And the cross still stands. The blood still flows. The work is finished, and hell still knows that the grave is still empty. The stone is still rolled, and you're still high and lifted up. You're still seated on the throne. The blood still flows. The work is finished, and hell still knows that the grave is still empty.
have survived the week, COVID and all. We're on the mend now. Everything is much better. It's really been a fantastic week. I'm glad to have shared it with you. Let's do it all over again Monday morning. What do you say? Enjoy your weekend.
There is not a mother, sister, friend, or brother who loves the way that Jesus can. He proved his love for me when he died on Calvary. He gave his life for fallen man. His love is a boundless love, and it reaches down and touches me. His love is an endless love that will last through all eternity. Jesus wants to love you. There is none above you. You are precious in his sight. He will never fail you when the doubts assail you. He'll be with you day and night. His love is a boundless love, and it reaches down and touches me. His love is an endless love that will last through all eternity. His love is a boundless love, and it reaches down and touches me. His love is an endless love that will last through all eternity. His love is a boundless love, and it reaches down and touches me. His love is an endless love that will last through all eternity.
You've been listening to The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons. We're glad you joined us. We want to invite you back tomorrow when once again you'll hear some of the very best in gospel music and some of the finest in Christian entertainment. Will you join us tomorrow? Is it a date? We'll look for you then. God bless and goodbye, everybody.